The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. And Cook has it left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Herbert throwing again. Caught by Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards the pick up there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man is Palmer. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Breaks through the contact, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Austin Eckler there to make the grab. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Chargers 7. Dustin Hopkins is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here.
A couple missed plays on defense, but it's all good.
To the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete there to Johnson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, We get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A handoff to Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. To throw is Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Fournette running out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady. Complete. It's Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback.
Under pressure, they got him again. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
That fucking defense off the kick. That's for real, dude.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here now Roberts. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Eluding the pressure right. Williams brings it in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Fucking goes, open it.
Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
One of the bigger plays. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To throw is Brady. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Fucking go. Ain't nothing sweet, nigga. Lock up the fuckers taking me, yo.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sucker. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Good play.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Some games be like that.
Start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down
Oh,
the
this is
stretch,
over there.
especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point put through by Suckum, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
What I was saying, I felt the same way.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one
You
out.
felt the same way on 4 and 2? Stop it, man.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might
got
be
three
thinking this is
turnovers.
close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Now you got more than
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Yes, folks, that is his third interception.
just popped up and said turnovers. We both had 3.
Used phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
See, there you go right there. You got 4 now. I got 2.
That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
10.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth
It's going to be
quarter.
17 though, or 10.
Back to throw, Brady. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It was.
Brady going to look to throw. He'll check this one off to 4. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Oh, that's to you.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
Good game.
I think what we saw in this one, today's
You want me to
defense,
send
what
it?
I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Man, we forward taking a knee on them clowns, man. I could have got my fucking man, bro. Yeah, them niggas I fucked up, put up the pups. Put the puppies up, bro. Huh? You sent it?
You told me hold up.
You can send it, but I ain't starting to check. Let me just check this on the computer now. It ain't gonna take nothing but a minute. I need to check something. Somebody at your door, boy?
That's my point. Fuck. see what I want.
See what you want. What you talking about?
A team, but I forgot I'm Bucks. I said Bucks for the rest of the night. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That what you want, huh?
Yep. Shit was sweet.
Yeah.
You see, so
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to
You
do
need to
battle
pause what you
as
said?
Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the
All
New
right.
England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the...
all right. Check one more right quick. Yeah, smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. This shit, bro.
You was hungry? You ready, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready. You ready?
No. Yeah, I'm ready.
Zone for a touchback. On play action, it's Brady. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Brady. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Brady. To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by 7. It's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted. So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Jones hit and the ball's out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. It's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Let me make a play, baby.
His kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
What,
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good compliment.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Play action. Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. But they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second. Where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's brought down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Complete. It's Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Operating from the gun. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
You right
so it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Nick Folk for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brady. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
fuck you were thinking about?
Well,
That punt was terrible.
Very
Ain't the
good
way.
starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Go, man.
Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
4 seconds all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
He did.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run. Here's Harris.
Yeah, you got to drop that bitch. One more, Levante.
2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Flushed out right. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson.
That wasn't even fun.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time.
I'm thinking my corner going to
able to move, evade,
right
and accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On smoke?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck happened, bro?
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The throw on.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This is caught by Evans.
Use the shit. Use the shit. I had to have that, man. Fuck.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on the
field. Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking to throw. Brady.
Oh, look at that.
Not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
That shit, man.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Scotty Miller, 47 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
I'm keeping him in. That's some dumb shit, really.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game.
That nigga shit about 24 fucking points.
Opinion in the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Escaping the pressure right. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down.
It should have been picked. Fuck, man.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my
fuck?
eyes
That's a defensive end, man.
downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
Oh, you got to make him drop that.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jones now on 1st down. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Antoine Winfield up for the secondary tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Jones.
I missed him.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
Oh, my God. That's all right. That's perfect. A lot of time left.
Hunter Henry, 26 yards.
Damn, dog.
And the Patriots have retaken
He probably wasn't going to drop that bitch. He didn't realize the tight end.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages.
Yeah,
As a field goal now can only tie it. Riley now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No bust.
What?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You said it first? Look, you the one said it. You said, man, that tight end big as fuck. You said big ass tight end too. I said all of them big. No bust.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he can't get a throw off.
Whoa.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
These niggas just blocking me from running. I can't get
this football game.
Look like you
had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Nigga be getting too lax, that should be too easy, right?
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson fighting him off. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
Told you should have beat the league. So, man, one and done, though. You got one.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
Yo. Yo.